People come in to see me and I say, why are you here? And they say, we want to make sure our children survive our divorce. And I tell them that's an insufficient standard. All kids survive the divorce. The question is, what can you do so that they thrive? So that this divorce doesn't impact them negatively to the point that all they're doing is barely surviving. We don't want children to survive. We want children to be fully taken care of. The parenting statement, when put into the whole overall matrimonial settlement agreement, gives a whole different perspective for people. Because rather than just being a plain, dry contract, which lays out their responsibilities, their obligations, you have to pay this much, you have to receive this much, you have to turn over the children at such and such a time, it gives the perspective of their goals, their commitments, and their desire to work together to make sure that their children thrive. They're also then able to measure their conversations against their goals and commitments. They have this statement that allows them to look at what they're doing when they start to say, as it always happens with divorced couples, uh-oh, there he goes again, or there she goes again. They then get to say, no, I'm not going to go back there. I'm not going to go back to that same way of being that ended up ending our marital relationship. I'm now going to look and see, based on our commitment to providing something, to providing loving, stable, caring environment for our children, how would you react if you were providing a stable environment? You wouldn't react by fighting. You'd react by having a conversation for the future, for the children, for your relationship. It's a brilliant, brilliant thing. It alters the way people deal with each other. I've had people who have actually gone out and had a calligraphy version of it made up, and then they frame it and put it on their walls. I tell people to put it in their daytimers, on their phone, on their screensaver, so that they see it all the time, so that they can remember what they're committed to. And then when they settle their whole matter, it actually goes right into their matrimonial settlement agreement. Parties think, wow, this is the basis of our whole agreement, and it really gives us some place to turn. You know, when they're reading that agreement to see, well, how much money do I owe this month? And first they have to see, we will provide da-da-da for our children. That really alters the way they deal with each other for the whole rest of their relationship.